travel the way that we travel. Things don't always work out the way that you think they're gonna work out or how you want them to work out. So last night we stayed in the hostel that we showed you the video of, and it's a really nice place. This morning we woke up and we decided in the morning we're gonna search for a motorbike. Then we're gonna go do some things in Taipei, and we were gonna stay at that same hostel that night. But when we went out to tell them we wanted another night, they told us they didn't have a room. So that changes our plans completely. That means now we're gonna go and just see if we can get a motorbike and get the fuck out of here.
What time was it when we walked out to ask them that?
We were leaving at 10.
Wait, checkout is at 11.
Checkout's at 11, and we were asking them.
We were walking out the door at 10:20.
At 10:20, and they told us, basically, you need to be the fuck out of here at 11 because somebody else needs your room.
So it took us 11 minutes to pack.
It took us 11 minutes to pack, and now we're outside.
And now we have all of our gear, yet again. And we're hunting for a motorbike. And we emailed this dude, like this is the dude that you can get motorbikes from if you're a foreigner in Taipei. So we emailed him yesterday and he said that he doesn't have any bikes and he didn't really give us any indication on when he would have more bikes. So now we're just kind of like, there's zero plan. Like we're walking down the street and we're gonna see if we can find somebody that has a motorbike that will rent us one. And we don't have an international driver's license and we don't have like a Taiwanese driver's license and all those things. So it becomes more complicated. So this is just like, right now our plan is we have none. Zero plan. The good news is this stuff is awesome. Look at this. No chemical ingredients.
I don't believe that.
You don't believe it?
I really don't.
There's more in here.
How do you make carbonation without adding a chemical ingredient?
Water and shit. Is water a chemical?
Is water bubbly? I don't remember the last time like a fizz was rolling out of the water tap.
We're very scientific. So we've decided that we're not looking for a hotel yet. Right now, we're just gonna try to find a motorbike because then once we have a motorbike, we can do whatever we want, right? It's freedom. So we were just walking around and we figured motorbike rentals, probably around train stations. So we went to a train station. Now we're inside the main train station for Taipei, like the long distance train rail system. And look at this building. Katie's having an adventure with a child, but it's huge. It's really, really cool. Like this huge, huge tiled floor. So Katie's gonna go over to information, like which is over there, and she's gonna be like, yo, we wanna rent a motorbike illegally, can you hook us up? See what happens, because I mean, whatever. They're gonna be like, huh? But maybe, just maybe, you never know. Wait, what did she say?
She pointed in this direction and said outside the Chender room.
What's a Chender?
I don't know. I had her say it twice and I still didn't figure it out, so I figured that's my fault, not her fault, so she shouldn't have to keep talking.
So, wait a second, what did you ask?
Oh, maybe not that road.
Chender Road.
Okay, all right, I didn't understand.
What did you ask?
I said I want to rent a motorbike. And she said, oh, maybe if you go out here, you'll find one. Yeah, it does say Cheng. I can't say it.
We've now walked into the area where that lady in the train station told us to head, and nothing is obviously jumping out at us as a place to rent a motorbike. So now Katie is just going into hotels. Like this is some sort of classy hotel. And she's just going in there and asking them like, where can I rent a motorbike? I don't know how well that's gonna go. Sometimes it works, sometimes they just kind of ignore you. It's weird. So, but I mean, look at this. There's motorbikes everywhere. We just want one, guys. Look at this. Can't they share? Katie returned from that hotel with a map and a marking on a map that tells us briefly where to go.
Right there.
Somewhere in this block that's marked on this map here. And what was on the inside?
They had pictures of goats on the wall and a little dog telling me hello and stuff. It was a very classy place.
We didn't find the place that the motorbike that people marked on there. It doesn't make any sense. Nothing looked like a motorbike, anything. So now we're in this little alleyway. All right, little alleyway. And Katie went in here up to the second floor because this looks legit, right? And she's up there seeing if anybody has a motorbike. And I hear her laughing. So hopefully that's a good sign. Okay, so Katie went up in that little hole and it was just a hotel with a little old lady, didn't speak a word of English. And she could tell us that she had open rooms, so that's good. We're not gonna be on the street tonight, worst case scenario. But she getting the idea that we wanted a motorbike across to her wasn't gonna happen. So we're still moving. So we found this dude with this big rack of motorbikes, right? And he's like getting them off this thing and wheeling them down around here and inside the Taiwanese lottery building, right? And then we saw this sign. That's a good sign, right? And then we went inside And this super happy lady is like, not speaking any English, she knows what we want. We were like pointing and stuff, and I think it might work its way out. We might be on a motorbike soon.
So there was a really nice lady in there, really smiley. Somehow we happened upon that. Sometimes you just have to look at what's going on around you, and if you see a giant truck of scooters, you might just want to watch where the scooters are going. And just because we did that, I walked into a building and she was just smiling and showing me motorbike signs and stuff. The price that we got from them was 800 kroners, Taiwanese kroners a day. So
it's almost like $30 American.
It's almost $30 American a day, and we want almost close to half of that.
We were looking at like 500 kroners, like $17 or something a day was what we were hoping for.
Yeah, so we're gonna keep looking. I don't think that we're gonna find anything. I don't know. But yeah, we'll see what happens. That's pretty magical. That was just sitting right there. Woo.
All right, so it's getting kind of late in the day. It's like noon or something.
It's late in the day.
It's late in the day. Well, I mean, if I was gonna pay for a motorbike all day,
yeah,
I'd like to get it in the morning and get the hell out. So I don't want to pay half full day fee for half a day's motorbike. So we're gonna stay in Taipei one more day. So the scary little hotel thing that Katie went up into earlier, we went back up in there and we had misunderstood the price. It was actually half price. So it's like 600 kroners a day, which is like very cheap. So
it's $10.
It's about $10.
Our hotel is $10.
$10 a day, and it's like center of Taipei. So the quirk to this is that it's like a love hotel. Like the lady asked us, "Are you just need it by the hour, or are you actually gonna stay?" And
by the hour.
So now we're in it, and it's a bit dank, and there's a mosquito flying around in here.
But this is like normal. Like this feels really normal. This is the shit we used to see when we travel around the world. Not some cushy little place with cloud blankets that cost $40 a night.
But so yeah, I mean it's a little dank. We got some bears on our blankets.
How'd she roll that?
We got some sheets up in here. There is an air conditioner, there is a fan, there is a TV. There are 3 chairs. So if this is a love hotel and you have this much seating, you're having a fucking hell of a party. Let me tell you what.
I bet you they do have parties like that.
And then there is that nasty thing, and on top of it is a suitcase in case you're moving out. But we also have got our own funky bathroom. There we go. So yeah, I've seen much worse. It's not dreadful. So it is a place to bathe. I'm not sure if we have any towels.
We brought towels.
Yeah, but it'd be nice, you know? Oh no, there's 2 towels underneath the toilet paper.
Booyah!
Boom. So what are we gonna do today?
Figure out our lives.
We're gonna try to find a more affordable motorbike. That's what I'm hoping happens.
Yeah.
I'm hoping other motorbike guy emails us back, tells us, hey, tomorrow I'm gonna have a motorbike available. But we don't have internet here, so I don't know. But yeah, like 800 kroners is quite a bit. The other dude had it for 5. That's way more attractive financially. But we're saving a lot of money tonight, so we'll see how it goes. We were in a food court in a kind of ritzy mall, and we have found this giant hot plate of food. Hot plates are what's in a lot of the basements of, like hot plate restaurants are in a lot of the basements of malls apparently, the big food courts. So it's a big thing. So this thing is like astronomically large. It's huge, and it's got soup and rice, and we're guessing this is beef, and we're guessing this is chicken.
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 I'm worried it's not cooked all the way yet.
It's been here for a while. Beef. It's definitely beef. The kanjis for that were definitely beef. And yeah, how is it? It smells incredible.
They're both pretty good. Not like knocking my socks off, but pretty darn good. The chicken is cooked really, really well.
Cool. And then we have, this is a white grape drink, and it has like jelly thingy bits in it. I don't remember what they're called even in Japan, but yeah, like little chunks of things. And it's floating around in there. It's pretty good. And Katie has a wild cherry Pepsi, which I'm pretty excited about tasting, to be honest with you.
Oh, you think you're getting some of this?
You can have some of my jelly white.
Some of your rancid green drink?
I have now had some of this, and Katie's right. The chicken is incredible. The beef is, it's okay. I forgot to point out the price of this. So this meal, for us, this is big enough we're just gonna share it. And it's I think it was about $5, like $5 US. So yeah, that's what it costs. Okay, so we had some lunch and then we went back out on the street where we saw a whole bunch of motorbikes parked and looked like what motorbike shops were and things like that. So we went up to them and this really super friendly lady, like super friendly, came. And she told us to come inside this little shop, and then she went and got on the phone and she made a phone call, and then she came out, she went through like a refrigerator, and then she gave us these.
It's essentially sweet tea, it's delicious.
And then a dude came down and he spoke some English, and we asked us what we wanted, and we told him we wanted to rent a motorbike, and he said they only did like repairs there, they didn't do motorbike rentals, but he said walk with me. So we walked with him for a bit, and he brought us to a shop with a bunch of motorbikes out front, and we then talked with the guy that owns the place, and Katie is
poofing,
happy about these little dogs. And then we saw the difference. They showed us what they were like. This motorbike is 500 kroners a day, and then this motorbike here is 800 or 900. 800 kroners a day.
There's a 900, 800, and a 500.
And they showed us the difference between the bikes. And we're seeing that for 500 kroners a day, you get a pretty beat up little bike. For 800 kroners a day, you get a pretty nice bike. So we kind of want to ride this thing like a long way. So I'm kind of thinking at this point that we're going to go with a more expensive bike. And I'm not sure if they're jacking the price up because we're foreigners or not. I kind of think this guy's, I don't think this guy is. I don't think he knows what to do with a foreigner. Like, he's like, we told him we don't have international licenses, and they were like, okay, whatever. Okay, cool. So anyway, we think we're gonna come back here tomorrow and we're gonna rent one of this guy's bikes, but we'll see. Maybe we'll stumble across something that's an even better deal. I don't know. Are you excited about your motorbike trip?
I'm excited about, I don't know what I'm excited about.
Are you excited about anything? Are you excited about the fact that I haven't even opened this sweet tea yet, and I'm handing it to you?
I'm gonna drink this.
We said we didn't want to make a lot of comparisons, but I'm gonna make this one comparison about Japan and Taiwan. She has trash. We are in a public space. Where do you put the trash? Oh, look at this. There's a magical box for the trash. This is
not a trash can.
This is a thing that is somewhat difficult to come across in Japan. Oh my God, another one. So Taipei has one of these like bike share type systems, and I've been seeing them everywhere. They're all over the city. I'm not sure, I guess you have to have like the commuter card or whatever for the train system, and then it sucks money off of that when you put it in, and you know, you pull the bike out and go wherever you go, and then you lock it up wherever you are. It's pretty cool. I really like these things, but one time when we were in China, I got burnt on one of these things. The bike lock, the thing didn't work. Like, I put the bike into it and it like half locked, but I couldn't get the bike out and it was like stuck. And then when I went to like the next day, went to get my deposit back, they were just like, you didn't leave the bike there. And I was like, you don't speak English, and then I lost my money. So I have a love-hate affair with this. It's a cool idea, but that one time in China, I was upset. Check this out. We're in this like little park, and I think the presidential like office or something is like right behind us. But we're walking over to this big building, and we saw this, and it's pretty slick looking, right? What, have you got some fish?
Yeah.
Are they sharks like that one time in Thailand?
No.
No.
We don't have any food.
No, we don't make fish food. All right, so I think this is well, according to Google Maps, this is Katie. She is on Google. This building is the president's office for Taiwan. I'm not sure if he lives in there. I don't know if it's a White House or if it's just an office. That's a hell of an office though, right? And my like Taiwanese history, I know like nothing. But I think this was built by the Japanese when the Japanese occupied it. Like occupied Taiwan like back in the day. But I'm not sure. But yeah, I think it's the president's Google Maps. I don't know.
Was it fun?
Of course it's fun, man. So we've come over to this giant building, and this is apparently the National Theater, and it is flanked around the other side by a building that I assume looks very similar, and it is the National Orchestra?
Concert hall.
Concert hall.
Concert hall.
And then if you go over here a little further, you can see this little building, maybe not in the camera, but there's a little building over there, and it is like a memorial to like the first president. It's hard to explain. The first president of Taiwan.
We're about to see a dance group.
There's a dance group coming. Be excited about this. And this is a dude that like after the Japanese got kicked out after World War II, he took over and like took over because nobody really knows, paperwork got signed or something, and he was in mainland China, and then the communists pushed him out, and he came here, and he is like, it seems like, I don't know much about it, but it seems a bit questionable. Like, I don't know if people are happy about him or not. I kind of get the impression not, but maybe I'm wrong, maybe they are happy. But he seemed like he might have been a little bit heavy-handed in the governing of the country. And this is the dance competition that we were talking about. So all these kids are having a dance party, their grooves, and that's cool. So we're gonna walk over here and we're gonna check this thing out. Apparently it's really like self-serving, because I think his son was president after him, and I think that they built this monument to this dude, and it's like this guy like single-handedly pushed out like the Chinese or something, or the Japanese, and then the revolution in China was just like a little problem or something. I don't know. I get all my information right now from Lonely Planet, so it's probably all wrong. But anyway.
I just get the end of all of these videos.
Well, you want to tell me about it? What do you know? Explain it how you know it.
It's orange.
What's orange?
The building.
That's not the building.
Orange.
That's not it.
Okay, you
It's
want me
blue.
to explain it how I understand
Yeah.
it? Okay. Shit happened. Japan used to be all up in this shit, and then World War II happened, and they were told they couldn't have any goodies, so they had to leave. And then mainland China decided to, some people in mainland China said they were gonna come over here, and they had this military guy, and he like took over shit and decided that everything needed to change to go to be in the style of mainland China. And I don't think people really dug that, because I wouldn't really dig that if that was happening to me. And I don't know. He died, and then somebody made a monument for him, and it's orange.
It's not orange. That's the monument.
It's white.
That's it. But I think this thing is the
Concert hall.
Concert hall. So it looks somewhat similar to the national, the other thing. This is the, what was it again? Theater. Theater, yeah. So it's pretty cool though. It's like, this is not bad. Katie's making a friend. You missed out on that hug.
I always miss out.
Why'd you miss out on that hug?
You didn't look very
Come
friendly.
here, I'll give you a hug.
Thank you.
You gotta grab it and take it. That pigeon doesn't know that.
No.
Yeah, so that's a gate that comes into the section. That is not the theater, the other one. That is the memorial to the president man dude himself that people are, maybe they like, maybe they don't. And then that is the other building that is the theater. And I think we're gonna walk up there and go up those stairs. I think there's 89 of those stairs because he lived 89 years. So we're gonna count them.
Mess it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's these 89 stairs. That's something. It's pretty big, yeah? And Kitty's slow button up those stairs. Let's see if we can pass her. You got two at a time.
There's somebody yelling in there. And some banging.
Sounds exciting.
4, 25, 26, 27.
So there's the dude himself, and apparently he's like facing China. So he's like keeping an eye on it. And he's got a smile on his face. He's got a pretty good smile. And when we came in here, there was like a changing of the guards. So there's these dudes with bayonets on each side of the dude, and they guard it like all the time. And there were some other dudes in here, and it looked like the changing the guards very similar to like the changing the guards of the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier in Arlington. So that was the thing that happened. The ceiling in here is pretty awesome though. Check that out.
Yeah.
So how many stairs were there?
90.
Only 90?
Yeah.
You must have miscounted.
Let's do it again.
I don't want. Anyway, so yeah, the vibe in there is very like, it's very like President Lincoln Memorial. Like he's chilling in a chair, doesn't have an opposing look on his face, just chilling there, looking at stuff. It's got a pretty cool view. This is his view. It's hard to be upset about. So I mean, I don't know. Was dude good? Was dude bad? Who knows? How many are we on?
10, 11, 12, 13.
But he's got a hell of a monument.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89. His first count was wrong. 89 steps.
You know, you see this big open area and you just think that you build something like this and it's just asking for demonstrations about people that don't like it. Like you're just begging for it. Look at this space.
Yep. I'm not here to do that.
No, not me either.
Yeah.
This dude, he is cheesing out hard. Look at those teeth. So underneath the memorial, there is apparently a museum that we're gonna walk into and see what's going on inside of. This museum has a lot of things like military uniforms and medals and stuff, but it also has the cars dude cruised in. So this is like the presidential car. There's another one down there. I'm not sure exactly what the difference is. Maybe this one's newer, this one looks newer. But I guess it's like a bulletproof, like Cadillac. Yeah, looks like it's a Cadillac. It's a bulletproof Cadillac. It's pretty slick. Dude was rolling dirty. Okay, so here is the other car, and apparently it is also a Cadillac that is bulletproof and has all sorts of special things. But he only rode in this vehicle one time.
I'm trying to drive that.
It can seriously take Katie, oh, I don't know, 10 minutes to pick out a beverage sometimes. Can you tell me why?
There's too many choices.
There are a lot of choices. She wouldn't get the asparagus juice. Look at that asparagus juice. Looks delicious.
I'm not getting it.
What'd you go with?
Yogo Fresh.
Yogo Fresh? Do you think you can get all the way to the counter without giving up on this and going back?
Probably not. I'm only like 50-50 on this.
Let me see the guy. Let's see the logo. What's he up to?
He wants to play tennis. Alright, we're at Taipei 101 again. We basically came here because there is so much food in the basement here. It's just, you can eat here for weeks and not run out of new things to eat. Months maybe. Also, free Wi-Fi. So if you need that, our new hotel does not have Wi-Fi because it's ghetto. So yeah, this is our new Wi-Fi home. We have decided to hit up.
Hold on. So while we are doing this, right to our side, they're shooting like a TV show here or something. Like that dude's being interviewed or somebody's interviewing somebody, but that's the thing that's happening. Anyway.
And we've decided to sit right next to it, so it's really distracting. I keep looking over there. I'll try not to.
So there's this little shop, and it was like a self-proclaimed, it says it's a very like popular for 40 years chicken shack thing. And he asked me if I wanted spicy or not, and I said spicy. So
We'll see what they
it's
need.
fried chicken.
It's good.
Is it good? Is it 40 years of popular, or is it just all right?
I don't feel like 40 years of popular has a...
It looks a bit like a chicken. Look at that.
I don't see it at all.
You don't see the chicken?
No.
The people see the chicken. I know you guys see the chicken.
Yeah, I'm sure they do.
Maybe even more like a chicken now. Look at that. I'm gonna eat this chicken. It's good.
Yeah, 40 years?
No, I mean it's all right.
It's more like that 18-year-old boy that gave it to us made it. That's what this tastes like. When we were in Singapore, I had a dish or a soup called laksa, and it was like a really creamy coconut spicy base with some like tofu on the top, and I don't know, it shrimp. It had shrimp and noodles. And it was really, really good. And I saw on the menu, this looks like laksa. It has, I think this is pork instead, but it really looks like laksa. But every time I asked the lady, she just said, curry, curry. And this is definitely, maybe not definitely curry. Maybe definitely not curry. I don't know how to say that. Maybe I'm wrong is what I'm saying, but I don't know. I'm hoping that it's laksa. That's a good sign. I don't know if it's laksa, but it's pretty good.
You've got a love for red soups.
I do. If it's red, I probably love it. That's how I determine whether I'm going to eat a soup. How red is it?
For dessert, I went over and I got this guy. This is a brown sugar mango ice cream with like shaved ice. It's like regular shaved ice and they put flavoring on it, brown sugar flavoring. And I would like to... It's so big, it's ridiculous. Like, this is a pen, okay? Like, it's just massive.
Even though there was one of you that went up there to get it, they still gave you 2 spoons because it's just not capable that one person could take care of this.
Are you excited?
I expect you to double fist this. Sometimes when you go to a parking garage, you'll see signs outside that'll alert you like the first floor is full or the second floor is full. And in some parking lots, like they show you like digitally where the parking spots are that are opened. Well, I found a new one of those types of things today. This is the restroom here at the train station, and it's telling you which toilets are open or being used. It's pretty incredible. I did not notice that. I've actually used this bathroom before and I didn't see that sign.
Or which ones are under investigation.
Yeah, what's up with this? What could that mean?
Back at the bottom of Taipei 101, and tonight it has got illuminations of red, which is pretty neat.
Derpity derp. Good morning. Right now we woke up and got our shower. Ooh, there's a bird.
There's a bird in a cage.
There's a bird on the street. That's a street bird. We've woke up and gotten cleaned. We've gone and we ate. We had some like breakfast sandwiches on the side of the street, which turned out pretty good. We didn't make any video because we're lazy. And now we're walking over to get our motorbike, and we're both a little nervous. Eric's nervous about driving. I'm not really that nervous. I wonder.
We drive on the right side of the road here. I'm not used to that.
But you don't drive in Japan.
But
he's gonna be fine. We're both a little bit worried that maybe the guy's changed his mind about renting to a foreigner or something like that. So we're gonna go and hope that he gives us this motorbike for the same amount that he said yesterday. Maybe discount, please?
probably not.
Come on, discount. Maybe if I smile, discount. Okay.
All right, so here we are. We got a bike, and we have in memory of the lady yesterday that gave us those juice boxes when she found this bike. Sent the guy with us to give the bike. Remember those sweet tea juice boxes? We've named the bike Juice Box. So we're gonna be rolling with Juice Box. And we've got an itinerary that is really kind of ambitious. We're gonna go a long way on this thing. And everything went really good. The dude gave us a bit of a discount on it because we got it for so many days, because of the smile. And yeah, this thing is pretty, as far as like a little scooter goes, it's pretty big actually. So it's gonna take some getting used to. And doing it in Taipei is a little bit nerve-wracking. So we're gonna see what happens. And Katie is now seeing if she can figure out a way to stuff all of our things into this bike. And I'm not sure how well that's gonna go. And yeah, so we're pretty nervous and excited. It's been a long time since I've had to ride one of these things, so it's kind of like, yeah, get used to it again. Yeah, so we're gonna head out and we're gonna go down the east coast of Taiwan. Katie, you're crushing the purse, the bag. So here we go.
His helmet looks like a watermelon.
So we're still in Taipei, and it was really hectic at first, but it's getting a little easier. But we didn't want to make video because safety is the priority. But it's safe now, maybe.
I think. Okay, so it's been about 40 kilometers, and we're outside of Taipei now. There's no traffic. The roads are pretty beautiful. The one that we're on is quite windy, and when you're in the shade, it's heavenly. When you're in the sun, it's hellacious. I prefer the shade. We're heading out of Taipei. We're gonna go over to the East Coast, ride down Highway 9, probably all day, to get to Taroko National Park by nightfall.
So after about an hour of riding, things have calmed down a little bit inside of me. I'm not so like nervous about all the traffic and stuff because we're outside of it all. And we stopped in this little town and we're at a 7-Eleven with like all these other people that are like riding their scooters. Like it seems like this is an area people probably come to go like ride fast on their scooters. I've seen some people going pretty quick and like groups of guys and stuff. So it's like a scooter thing. And Katie has some apple milk that she found, and it's awesome.
Really good.
I didn't know apples and milk went together well, but they do.
It seems like the milk is a little thicker than regular milk.
And I got just like a coffee drink that isn't very good, but it's like what I wanted. And Katie's also eating a bag of chips that she bought a couple days ago, and it is...
You can read it upside down.
Yeah.
Potato chips, tom yum.
So...
And tom yum's like one of my favorite soups.
It's a red soup, right?
It's a red soup.
There you go. And
Learning a lot about me. Red chips, also very good.
Can I have one?
Yeah.
No. All right. So, and then we're gonna head on. I think we want to do like 100. How many kilometers? You know?
Today?
Yeah.
163.
163 kilometers. And we've done about 40 in an hour, so it seems pretty doable. All right. So this is the Steed. This is Juice Box. I want to explain it a little more. It's a little Yamaha. It's 125cc, so it's not like a hugely powerful machine or anything, but it seems to be going over the mountains okay for us. And we have taken and jammed half of our things into here, basically. So this is my bag, and this is a bunch of things, like our computer and stuff is in here, things that can't get wet. We're jammed into this. And then the rest of it is in this bag. So when we came to Taiwan, we packed because we wanted to make sure we could get on a bike. So we really did it perfectly. So I can take this bag and I can put it down here. And it sits between my legs. And it actually really doesn't matter. It doesn't bother me at all. And when I'm on the bike, I have to have my knees out like this because if I put my knees in here, I can't turn. So we're riding like this. But other than that, he seems to be doing all right. Seems to have enough power and everything. Are you comfortable?
I have foot pegs.
Oh yeah, Katie has little foot pegs.
I don't think I had those last time.
No.
Good old foot pegs.
Yeah, so it's working great.
Those are all my luxuries. That's it. Okay, we've been on the bike an hour and 15 minutes since Taipei, and this is the reason why we get a motorbike for this.
So that's the Pacific Ocean. And there's an island over there and everything.
If you look down the coastline, there's a bump. And then if you look at the second farther bump, that's where we want to have lunch today. And then we're going to go further past there. So we're going to keep going. But it's things like this that just make all of this totally worth it.
And like, look at the mountains and everything. It's just badass. This is cool. And the road is really curvy still. And you can see it like snaking through over here, and then it comes out over there and snakes down the road down there, down the mountain. Excitement.
It's perfect.
All right, so it is, I don't know what time it is. It is 3:30, and we have just had lunch at Family Mart. Not because we wanted to have lunch at Family Mart, but just because it was the easiest thing to do and we don't want to get lost in a city or anything. So we just stopped at something and we ate, and both of us got Japanese food, like without really even realizing it. And so I had like cold soba, and it was kind of, was it? Yeah, it was soba. And it was like the worst soba I've ever had, but it was still pretty good. And Katie had like an omelet rice Japanese dish type thing. Earlier in the day though, we stopped and we got gasoline, and we had a really good experience. Like the people there were really like, they were giggly with us, but in a good way. And then like they just gifted us like some water. Like they don't give everybody water, they just gave us water at the gas station. So that was really nice of them. And I don't know, there's not a whole lot else going on. We're just rolling down the road. We haven't quite figured out how left turns work here, because on motorbikes to go left you have to go right first. In some intersections it makes sense, in some intersections it's just like, this makes no sense at all here. So we're just trying not to go left at all. And so far it's been pretty good. Most of our major turns have been right. You set?
It is pretty funny that we just are trying not to make any left-hand turns. It's a straight shot and then a turn right to the next place we want to go. Done. And if we just go around the island, it's just a big right the whole time. It's fine.
So while left turns are confusing, this is kind of nice. These two lines here, this is a bike lane, and inside of all the cities, they've got bike lanes, and you just stay on the right inside your bike lane most of the time. Sometimes you go over to the other lane, but you know, it's just like, there's not usually cars in this lane moving. There's often cars parked in this lane, but not moving cars. And for the most part, like, the traffic here is not that bad. Like, I guess if you came from the States, you'd be like, it's kind of bad. But compared to like Bangkok or India or something, it's really quite mild. So, I mean, so far so good, right?
I would say so. We haven't crashed. Although you did wreck my foot into a car.
It was just a bump.
On my foot in their wheel well. Trying to keep that foot, okay? Especially the right one. You can take out the left one if you want, but the right one I'd like to keep.
I know what to aim for now.
This is what the police vehicles look like.
How's my hair? Keep asking Katie. You have that stupid helmet on, so. Man, and I don't know if you can see him, but my face is all black. Katie looks like a raccoon. So we are in a town of some sort, I have no idea. But we're outside of a national park basically, and this is where we're gonna stay for the night. It's like 5 o'clock. We did probably, I don't know, 180, 190 kilometers, something like that today. So it was quite a ways. And this is kind of what it looks like. So we're surrounded, and we're in this valley, and we're surrounded by all these mountains and stuff. And it's pretty nice, yeah. And it's like, the temperature right now is quite amazing. Even the humidity is a little bit low. And it's sprinkled on us like a tiny bit coming in. But for the most part, we had awesome weather and everything, and I hope it stays that way for the remainder of our motorbike trip. My nightmare scenario is ending up on the other end of Taiwan and having to like ride all the way back on a timeline because we have an airplane ticket out, like, and have it just like typhoon on us the whole time or something. That would be awful. So maybe if we get internet, we'll look at a weather report. We haven't even looked at one at all the whole time we've been here. So we found this place, Hosteling International, and it is kind of like a grubby little place, but it's super, super clean. But it's like 46 American dollars for the room they've got. So I'm kind of hoping that maybe we can swing something a little cheaper. But I mean, if it is what it is, it is what it is. I don't know. I'm not excited about it.
We're gonna walk over to this hotel, and then if the prices don't work, we're gonna drive down the street a little bit.
You see? She's got black bits here. And
thanks for pointing that out.
Yeah, she looks beautiful.
Yep. Okay, let's go.